Making a good offer, okay, like using this book to make a good offer isn't important anymore. As a matter of fact, making a good offer is counterintuitive to the new market we're in. See, a lot of people read this book and they go out there, they make a really good offer, yet nobody buys. That's because offer isn't king. An offer doesn't even actually matter. Because an offer means nothing if nobody believes what you say to be true. So in this video, I'm going to share with you exactly why offers don't matter. I'm also going to share with you how you can make a good offer and how to actually get people to say yes when you pitch them. So let's dive into this. The first things first, this book is amazing. Go read it. It's phenomenal. However, the offer doesn't matter if nobody believes you. If you tell somebody you're going to make them $1 billion, that's a pretty damn good offer. If you tell them you're going to make them $1 billion, they have to do nothing. It's going to happen in 2 seconds and it costs them $0. That's a great offer. Here's the problem is nobody will take you up on it. Why? Because nobody believes it. Nobody believes it to be true. As a matter of fact, most of you watching this now have a really good offer. Most of you have read enough of this book, watched enough YouTube videos to understand how to make an offer, and you've probably made a pretty good offer. And so the problem right now isn't actually your offer. The problem is that people don't believe what you're saying to be true, and that's why they're not buying. Because if people believe what you say to be true, most of you have a good ROI positive offer where you make the person some kind of money. If people believe that, they would buy. So the only reason why somebody hasn't bought you is because they don't believe you. Flat out. If they believe what you were saying to be true, if they believed your offer was true and it would actually get them from point A to point B, they would have bought. Because most of your offers are good. So it shows us that the offer doesn't matter. What matters is, do people believe your offer? Do people believe you? Do people believe what you say? That is the question that everybody's trying to solve right now. As a matter of fact, almost every single sales call, it really boils down to, do they believe? Because if they believed it would work, and you have a solution that solves their problem, you would make money. So, here's the thing. Is to become more believable, or to make a better offer that people, are more likely to buy, we have to increase the perceived likelihood of achievement. Now, how do we increase the chances that somebody believes this is going to work for them? Well, the first things first, we have to understand 3 things. Is that beliefs are boiled into 3 buckets. There's internal beliefs, beliefs that I have about myself. There's external beliefs, beliefs I have about other people. And there's vehicle beliefs, beliefs I have about the vehicle. Okay? And so when somebody, doesn't think it's going to work, okay, or doesn't trust, there's 3 reasons why. There could be 3 reasons why. There's one of the 3. It's one, that they don't believe in themselves to fulfill the thing. They don't believe that they can make it happen. Number 2 is they don't believe that you're going to make it happen for them. And number 3 is they don't believe that the vehicle is going to make it happen. So they believe in themselves, they believe in you, but not in the vehicle. Okay? So first we got to find out which one of those 3 beliefs that is holding somebody back. Once we find out what one of those beliefs it is, we can then go attack it. Right? If it's vehicle belief, it means that they don't trust the process. Let's say if you're doing Facebook ads, they don't trust Facebook ads. Right? If it's an internal belief, you have to help them overcome it. That's what sales is changing beliefs. You have to help them overcome their own belief. And this is actually the most common one. People always think it's about themselves. Oh, they don't trust me. No. It's typically they don't believe in themselves. That's really the issue. They don't believe that they can do it. And that's the hardest one to solve. But once you can solve that, you can learn to sell it to anybody. And as a matter of fact, if you want to learn how to really change beliefs, go watch Tony Robbins, because that's all he does. And that's why he's so good at selling without even trying to. And the third one is external, beliefs about you. Now, that's the one that we have the most control over, right? Because that's us. So how do we increase, right, the chance that somebody believes what we're saying to be true? AKA, the external beliefs are they believe us, okay? Well, the first thing is perception. How does somebody perceive your company? Right? For example, if somebody looks at you, what do they think about you? Right? Do they think that you would be somebody of value, or do they think that you're just another, Joe Schmo on the street? Do they think you're another Jeffrey just walking around with his dick out? Right? What do they think of you? How do you look? How do you present yourself? How do you communicate? How do you dress? Right? That's the first thing is perception. Right? Because the first thing that somebody sees of you is what they see of you. And so how do you look? How does your presence look online? That's the first thing we can control, is if somebody were to outward and look at our company or us without knowing us, what would they think? What would they say? Okay? That's number 1. Okay, that's the first thing you got to figure out. Then we can dive into the nitty gritty stuff. Right? Of like who you are, what are your case studies, those kind of things. But at the biggest barrier to people trusting is how they perceive you. Simple as that. If you are a little kid and you present yourself like a little kid, people will see you as a little kid. But if you're a little kid, but you talk like the big G, let's say, right? And that's how you perceive yourself. That's what you project to the world. People will see you that way. I've seen it happen time and time and time again, right? And so it just boils down to, how do people see you? And how are you presenting yourself to the world? Are you confident in yourself? Do you project, confidence in these kind of things, or do you project weakness and vulnerability on yourself, right? That, if you can solve for that, what we just talked about, you can sell anything to anybody, anytime, anywhere, and make a bunch of money. The problem is that most people just don't believe. And the first step to solving that is figuring out which one of the three beliefs they hold. Is it internal, external, vehicle? Once you find out, it's solving. Okay? So that's why offer doesn't really matter, and why getting people to believe is the most important thing that we will struggle with, and that we should continue to work on for the rest of the time. Now, if you want a document that explains how to make a good offer, okay, and 100 plus hours of other trainings and SOPs that I've made over my entire entrepreneurial journey, consulting over 600 plus agency owners, click the link down below. You can get access to all that stuff for free and get free calls with me to ask me anything you want. So I hope to see you on some of those calls. And if you have any more questions, comment them down below. I also reply to every single person.